Hare Krishna. Okay. Yeah, we can put Hare Krishna, Trinakshi Mataji, Abhay Prabhuji, Rajvika Prabhuji, Mataji, Rakhi Mataji, and Tamali. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, as I said yesterday, we shall start chanting from today. Hare Krishna. Before the class, it's just one round. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, how to do the chanting? I will be sharing the video after today's class so that you can all chant. Yeah, we are live. Yes. So let's start chanting. So this is Guru bead. Okay, it's also called as Krishna bead. Leaving this bead, we have 108 beads. So this entire mala has 108 beads. So on every bead, so this is made up of Tulsi Maharani. So this is Tulsi beads or Tulsi mala we call as. So we'll start chanting 108 times. It will just take 10 minutes. So you can count down with me. So it just takes 10 minutes. You can repeat after me. So before chanting, we are going to take the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Panchatattva, because when we are taking God's name, we might be thinking something, or we might be, pronouncing it wrong, or we might have some kind of bad thoughts, So to protect ourselves and to see that whatever the names we are taking for the Lord, it will reach Him. Okay. So to happen that, so we need to take the blessings and shelter of our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have Panchatattva mantra. So you need to hold it like this. So on the group beat, we are going to start the chanting. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda. So now I'm going to start the first chanting. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So I started chanting from this side and I came to the other end. So we said Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times. This considered as one round. Okay, so it just takes 10 minutes in the speed if you go with me. Initially, I started a bit slow so that you can all catch that speed. So if you go in the speed which I ended, it will take exactly 10 minutes. So please, everyone, try to chant just 108 times. That will take just 10 minutes of your 24 hours in a day. Please try it yourself, and result you will only tell to me. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we are starting the class exactly in time, 9 o'clock. Yeah, so I would request any one of you to tell me what did we discuss yesterday. So what was the thing we had, discussion yesterday? Any one of you, can you raise your hands and please let me know? Anyone wants to share? You put it in your own words. I don't want you to tell the shloka, etc. and all. Just I want you to know what did we understand yesterday, or what did you come to know by chapter number 1. Anyone? Yes. Shiv Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Shiv Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. First, I want to say you that please don't call me Prabhuji, because I am not any age that I am like your son. Okay, so please don't call me
Okay.
Prabhuji first.
Okay, you're like my son. So
Okay.
I'm not so fortunate to have such a devotee as my son. It's okay, Prabhuji. You can tell. Yes.
So first thing that we have studied yesterday, the questions of Arjuna that he wants to answer from Krishna. That type of questions, uh, that type of question that Arjuna wants to know about Krishna, because there is no answers of her questions. Why he want to fight with his family members and so many types in the Mahabharata. Okay.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you so much. So we will start today's class, and yes, in the chat also, Aditya Prabhu has said Arjuna's situation we understood. Yes, so we came to know the three people, that is Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, and Arjuna. What was their situation? So today we will go to the chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. Yeah, so we'll start with pranama mantras because we need to take the blessings of our Guru Acharya Krishna Radharani Vaishnava, so that I would deliver whatever Krishna has said to you, and you all can grasp what Krishna has said. So we'll start with the pranama mantra. Meanwhile, you can all raise your hands who wants to recite the slokas today. And the second chapter is one of the biggest chapter in Bhagavad Gita, so we have many shlokas, so most of you will get the opportunity. Please raise your hands, don't hesitate. Even though if you go wrong, I don't mind, and no one should mind, because you are trying your best. So when we do wrong only, we can make ourselves perfect. Okay, so it's not about checking your pronunciation or your talent here, it's about your willingness to recite the shlokas. Okay, please kindly raise your hands. I would request you to chant the shlokas when and where we get it through the slides. So we'll start with the pranama mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namah Vishnupadhaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunnitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadhati Swapadanitam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakammalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभय एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So taking the blessings of Shri Radha Govinda and my Shiksha Guru Namanishta Dasa, we will start today's class. So yesterday, chapter number 1, we all understood why the Kurukshetra war was there and why Bhagavad Gita was said, what was the reason, what was the situation. Yeah. So Dhritarashtra inquired Sanjaya, Kim Akurvata, what they are doing, my sons and Pandu's son. And we saw Duryodhana's fear. Mahatim Chamum Yudam. He said, see, Drupada's son has arranged this army. Okay. And the blowing of conch shells from Pandava's side, including Krishna's, Hridayani Vyadharat, means it shattered the hearts of Dhritarashtra's sons. And then Arjuna's observation, he requested Krishna to draw the chariot between the two armies, and after observing them, Arjuna said, Gandivam Shamsate Hastat, means from my hand, the Gandiva is slipping. Okay, the bow is slipping. So Arjuna gave various reasons which we understood yesterday. Okay. Kim Akurvata, what are they doing? Kim means what they're doing, who are in Kurukshetra, that is Dharma Kshetra, what are they doing there? Who desired for war, what are they doing? So Arjuna's reason not to fight, he gave various reasons that we will discuss now very shortly, because we want to know what Krishna is going to answer. So at the end, Arjuna will say, Apratikaram Ashastram. Pratikaram means I am not going to fight back and I am not going to touch any of my weapons. Ashastram, I am going to stay like that. They want to wage war, let them fight and let them kill me. I am not going to react. So this is what the condition of Arjuna. So what was the reason for all this? What was the reason for all this? Because Arjuna had 5 important issues. Okay. So those 5 important issues today Krishna is going to address. Means he is going to tell whether whatever Arjuna is thinking is right or wrong. Okay. So even we have to get the answer, because one or the other way we also might end up in such kind of situation. Not all of them at once, but once in a while we go through some things. So let us see how to tackle it by understanding the answers given by Sri Krishna. So this chapter is called Summary of Gita or Gita Saramsha. It's also called as Sankhya Yoga. Okay. So we will start with the chapter number 2. So in the first chapter, Krishna was informed by Arjuna that he is very compassionate of his family, friends, relatives, and if he has a victory, he wins over that entire kingdom. There is no enjoyment, because he is killing his gurus, teacher, grandfather, sons, friends, family. He might incur sin, and because he is killing all the elderly people, family tradition will be spoiled. So now he said, Krishna, I don't know what to do. Should I do my duty or not? Or should I think that they are my family and leave everything and go for begging? Okay. So what happens? This is what Arjuna said. So what is the response from Krishna? Yes, Satyam Prabhuji, I'm very sorry. Yes, Shiv Prabhuji, please raise your hands who want to recite the shloka. Prabhuji, please recite both the shlokas. Shiva.
Shri Bhagavan Vacho Kutstava Kashmalin Vishme Samupasistam Annade Jussava Maswargasa Kritikar Arjuna Kalabasyam Masmagamam Partha Nat Tava Yudpam Dhate Chudram Hृदय Doblalam Yate Yose Parantarapo. Hare Krishna.
So here in the shloka number 2 and 3, After hearing what Arjuna said in the entire first chapter, Krishna is talking. Please observe, here it is given as Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So they said Arjuna Uvacha, okay, then the Dhritarashtra Uvacha, then comes Duryodhana Uvacha, Sanjaya Uvacha, Ishvara Uvacha, Parvati Uvacha. It comes like this. But here it's Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So there is some interesting thing about why Krishna is addressed as Bhagavan. Okay, in coming slides we will discuss about it. But right now we will see what Krishna is telling about as soon as he heard the thoughts of and the feelings of Arjuna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? Kashmalam. Kutas, how? How, Kutas, how is it possible? This Kashmalam means impurity has come upon you. They are not at all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to the higher planets but to the infamy." Arjuna is not a normal person. He is a great warrior. He is a very brilliant student. He has studied, at that time, all the kingsmen, the princes, they all will be getting the education of all Vedas, Shastras, Yuddha Kala, everything they will be getting the education. So for sure, Arjuna should be knowing all these things. But the way Arjuna is speaking is like a layman who doesn't have any kind of education. So Krishna is surprised. How? Kutas, how is it possible? This doesn't fit to you. Why? Because Arjuna is not a normal person. And Krishna is telling, "Oh son of Pritha." Pritha means it is Kunti's name. So son of Pritha is Partha. Arjuna's name is also Partha. So do not yield to this degrading impotence. Don't go to such lower level. It does not become you. Arjuna, you are not this. You are a great warrior. You are a Kshatriya. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise. Why did Arjuna get all these kinds of feeling? Why did Arjuna get all such kind of feelings? Because he had compassion for his family and friends, right? So, yeah. So this is the reason he is weak from his heart. So Krishna is telling, you need to arise, O chastiser of the enemy. So he is a person whose duty is to protect the weak, protect the dharma. That is the duty of Kshatriya. They are taking all the kind of trainings. Yeah, they study well and they're given a specific duty. For example, when you become a doctor, it means you are educated, you are practicing to save lives. Right? Save lives. A doctor, after going to the operation theater, he cannot say, no, this is my family, this is my brother, this is my son. I am not going to operate him. No, I am not interested. And similarly, a soldier who has trained very well, who is holding a very high position, after going to the warfield, he cannot say, no, I will not fight. That fellow is my family, that fellow is my friend. They have been trained for that. That is their specific duty. Similarly, if you are a teacher or a lecturer, when you go to the class, no, this is my son, this is my family, I will not teach them. I'm worried, I don't want to teach. Means everyone has their specific duty. So Arjuna is a Kshatriya and he knows what a Kshatriya should do because he was educated like that and he should follow it. But now he is not ready to do it. He told, Ashastram, I will not hold any kind of weapons. The duty of a person who is a Kshatriya is holding his weapons. It is his property. He is now giving up on them. Usually the Yodhas or the Kshatriyas, they are the people who have done good deeds for whom this kind of war will come because they are fighting for dharma. But here Arjuna is acting in the opposite way. So here, as I already said, why is Krishna addressed as Bhagavan Vacha? Bhagavan Vacha. So Krishna in Vishnu Purana, they are described as whoever has Aishwarasya Samagrasya Viryasya yashashaha shreyaha jnana vairagyoscha chaiva sannam bhaga iti gnana. Means what does it mean is the person who possesses all these six opulences. What are there? Aishwarasya, all riches, some all strength, all the influence, yashas, all the influence, all the wisdom, all beauty and all renunciation. So on the earth, someone might be very strong, someone might be very rich, someone might be very beautiful. You know, someone might be in the situation they are ready to renunciate everything. Okay, so everyone might have one or two qualities, but a Bhagavan is the only one who can possess all these six opulences in full. So Krishna has that quality. That is why he is called as Bhagavan. So in entire Bhagavad Gita, it is like Bhagavan Vacha. Whenever Krishna is speaking, they say it as Bhagavan Vacha. Yeah. So why others are not raising your hands? Can you please try? There is no issue. Yeah. Prasiddhi. Prasiddh. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Karpanya do pahata swabhava prayachami tvam dharma samudda chetha yat chera shreyaya yan nishchitam ruhitan me Shishyaste ham siddhi mam svam prapannam.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. So in the shloka number 7, Arjuna is telling this. What he is telling? Karpanya dosha pahata swabhavaha. Now I am confused about my duty and I have lost all composure. Why? Because of miserly weakness. Karpanya dosha. Karune, Karpanya, my family, my friends, my relatives. Because of that, what has happened? He is confused. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me, Bruhitan, please tell me, for certain, Nishchitam, certainly, confidently tell me, Krishna, what is best for me? Shreyaha, which one? Chetayat Shreyaha, which one is best for me? Now I am your disciple. Tanme Shishyate. And a soul surrendered unto you. Mam Tvam Prapannam. I have surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So this happens to all of us, right? Sometimes when we are confused, don't know what to do, what we do, we call our friends. Yeah, very close friend, a teacher, a brother or sister, or your mother or father. Yeah, you go to them. Yeah, but Arjuna chose Krishna. He said, Krishna, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. Why? He knows the reason also. Karpanya dosha. Because of this, I'm confused. I've lost my composure. What is the composure of him? He's a great Kshatriya, great warrior. The enemies are scared of Arjuna. If Arjuna is there, they're all scared because he got the Ratha from Agni, he got the bow from Shiva. You know, Brahma gave him, Vayudeva gave him. So many people have given one or the other thing. So all are scared to face Arjuna. But here Arjuna is acting in the opposite way. So reason is Karpanya dosha. Krishna, please tell me which is best for me. Nishchitam bruhi. Please tell. He's requesting. Yeah, so for that reason, Krishna is going to give the answer for what all the reason Arjuna had mentioned in the chapter number 1 and little part in chapter number 2. So after listening to Krishna, Arjuna, when he said like this, at last he said, Krishna, I'm not going to fight. Because, I'm going to kill my own grandfather, Even though they are fighting against me, I am killing my guru, my grandfather. They are elders to me. No, I'm not going to fight. No, not at all. He sat down on his chariot. right? So he's requesting Krishna, please tell me what is right. Why did he ask Krishna? Because Krishna is Bhagavan. He is the one who knows what is right or wrong. What about us? Why do we not see Krishna like Arjuna saw? Why we are not friend of Krishna like Arjuna is? Why we not listen to Krishna as Arjuna is listening? Because our vision is not proper, right? For example, if you take a gold, covered with all mud and etc etc, a goldsmith, even though it is covered, he knows to test it and tell it is the gold. Take same thing to a normal layman who doesn't know what is gold. He thinks it is some solid material he'll use for some general purpose. Same thing. Our vision should be perfectly right to recognize the powerful Krishna. So who is Krishna? Right now we don't know. We can't see anything clearly. When we start reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding Krishna, slowly we will come to know ourselves. Slowly we come to know what we are, and we next come to know who is this Paramatma, who is this Bhagavan, who is Krishna, and why did Arjuna ask Krishna, and why Bhagavad Gita is so famous, and why you should read Bhagavad Gita. Why Krishna is, that is known to us by reading Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna describes about who we are, what he is, what we should do, why we should do, how we should do. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. So in Brahma Samhita, Brahma is telling like this for Krishna: Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. So there are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagavan. But Krishna is the supreme because none can excel him, because he possesses all the opulence in full. He is the supreme person and his body is eternal. It is not like us. It is not material body like us. His body is eternal. Have you seen anywhere Krishna like an aged person? An old person? Have you ever seen? No, not possible. He's always Satchidananda Vigraha. He's always Satchidananda, always in his youthful, beautiful body. Yeah. So he is full of knowledge and bliss. And he is the primal Lord Govinda and Sarvakarana Karana. For everything he is the reason. Without his permission, nothing can move even an inch. So this is about our Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So now we will go by one of the questions one by one. So first thing what Arjuna said was compassion. So why compassion came? I am going to kill my family members, friends, relatives. So he got compassion. So that Krishna is going to answer right now. Meghana Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So Shri Bhagwan Uvaka Asokyan Anvasokas Atmam Prajna Vatmas Ka Bhasa Se.
Yeah. Gatasun Agatusuns. I can't hear you, Meghana Mataji. Meghana. Okay, no problem. Please kindly make sure your mics are fine and you're at the network place. Okay. Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. What Krishna is telling for the question, what Arjuna said, I am compassionate towards my family and friends. I don't want to fight. That was the reason. So Krishna is telling the Supreme Personality of Godhead, while speaking learned words, Arjuna spoke all great things. How can I kill my grandfather? It's papam, no? I'm going to get sinned, right? It's not right, Krishna. Why are you forcing me to do? Why we are in this situation? So he was talking all the learned words. Means he was trained. He was given all that knowledge. So he was speaking in front of Krishna. But you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. So whatever he has learned, he is telling, but some things which are very, very important and which he knows, he is lamenting for them. What is that? Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. What is this? A person who knows everything about the body, about us, the human life, they will not lament whether a person is living or person is dead. How is it possible? What do you mean by a person who knows everything? Means a learned words, a learned person. What does it mean? We need to understand, right? So in the shloka number 13, I hope your mics are on. Darshan Prabhuji.
देहिनो अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So you can see here what is Krishna telling in shloka number 13. Dehino asmin yata dehe. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body. So we have a soul in our body. It passes in this body from where to where? From the boyhood to the youth to old age. Similarly, what happens after our body gets old? It's of no more use. When our duty is over, the soul passes from one body to another body. Okay, so dehino asmin yata dehe, from how Kaumaram means as a Kumara, boyhood, Yavana, youth, Jara means old age, Tata dehantar praptir. Similarly, after this body is aged, its work is over, what will happen? The useless body will be left and the soul will pass on to the other body. So you will get a new body. It is like you are wearing a dress. Once the dress is old, you are leaving that and you are wearing another new dress. So you were in the school, those dresses were very pretty, but it doesn't fit to you. Right? You're no more going to wear those dresses. So you're going to purchase a new dress and wear it. Similarly, the soul, that is we are going to change our body whenever, wherever it is necessary. So here we need to understand, Krishna is telling Arjuna, you should not be compassionate because you are not killing the person, because we are the soul, not the body. We are the soul, not the body. Yeah, so I might tell, my name is Manjula, I am a female, I am so much tall, I am so much fat, I have my father, this is my mother, I am white, I am black, no, etc, etc. I can describe. That is about the body. This is my hand, this is my eyes, okay, this is my ears. So who are you then? If your body, you should tell, I am body, okay, I am hand, I am eyes. You should tell. You're telling, this is my hand, this is my heart, this is my eyes. Then who are you? We are the soul. So this body is just temporary. We have just got for this life for specific duty. After our duty is over, we leave this body and we will get another body. Okay, so what does the learned person know? That a learned person will not lament for the person who is alive and who is dead. Reason, because the body is just having death. There is birth and death for the body, not for the soul. Because soul passes in the body, how it passes from the boyhood to the old age. Similarly, after the death, the soul will pass from the dead body to another body. So Krishna is telling, there is no reason for you to lament Arjuna. Lament Arjuna. Another reason, Satyam Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
मात्रा इष्टु शास्त्रु कौतन्य शीतोषात सुखद खदा आगमा पियोनिश नित्यासत स्थित शब भारत.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. So in shloka number 2.14, Krishna is answering for the same question of Arjuna, that is compassion. He is telling, Matra spashastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkadaha. O son of Kunti, Kaunteya means son of Kunti, Arjuna. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, how is it? It is same like how we have various seasons. What is that? Winter and summer. How we have winter, after that for sure summer should come. When summer comes, after that of course you should have winter. Similarly, in your life there will be a time for happiness and there will be a time for distress. Both are non-permanent. And they rise from what? Our sense perception. So you need to learn to tolerate them. Titikshasva. Titikshasva means you need to tolerate them without being disturbed. Bharata means he is from the family of Bharata Maharaj who came Bharata. You should control it. What did Arjuna tell? I am so scared. How will I enjoy? After killing them, I'll be in sorrow, distress. So Krishna is telling, why are you worried about distress and happiness? They are non-permanent. There is some, usually you get all these WhatsApp messages. Whatever Krishna has said, they usually put the same thing. They say, write something on the wall, like when some person sees when he's in happiness, he will not feel happy. When he's sadness, he will feel happy. What is the word they'll write on the wall? Nothing is permanent. When you're happy, remember, nothing is permanent. That happiness will not be permanent. When you're sad, if you read nothing is permanent, then your sadness will not be permanent. So you will be joyful. So sadness, happiness, both are not permanent. So you should not worry about it. You need to tolerate it without being disturbed. So from where you have this problem of compassion, Arjuna? So shloka number 20. Trinakshi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Na jayata miriyati va kadasin nayam bhutava bhadvitavana bhutaya ajo nitya shasvato yam purano na haniyati hanayamane sariri.
Sharira. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So Krishna is telling, Na jayate mriyate vakadachin. For the soul there is neither birth nor death. The birth and death is for the body. The soul has no birth, no death. Means you cannot die and you don't have birth. You are permanent. Who you are? You are a soul. I am the soul, you are also a soul. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. He is not slain when the body is slain. When you kill the body is dead, not the soul. Why? What is the reason? Nainam chindanti. I'm sorry. Let me ask someone. Chanakya Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Chanakya Prabhuji.
Yeah, so I have a question like in the sloka it is written like we are soul and
Yes.
we should have our identity attached to that we are soul. But I want to know like if our this body it's going to die and we are going to take another body. So like what are the qualities that are attached to the soul, our soul, so
Very
that
good.
we can focus on those qualities and in another birth we can remember, we can take over our learnings to another birth, to the next birth.
Wonderful question. Yeah, very good question. I'm sorry to tell this. I'm going to take up the questions at the end. We'll just finish this chapter because we have many more things to know. Then we can discuss it. Chanakya Prabhu, if you don't mind, can I answer it at the end? Yeah. So, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayanta apo, na shoshyati marutaha. So, I said the soul cannot be killed. Why? Krishna has said that to us. So what does it mean? A soul can never be cut into pieces by a weapon. So we are weapon proof. We are weapon proof. No one can cut us into pieces. What we are? Soul. But our body can be cut into pieces by any kind of weapon, right? Yeah. So we are soul. We are weapon proof. Nor can be burnt by the fire. Pavakaha. So we are fireproof. Nor moistened by water, waterproof. Now, nor withered by wind, windproof. Nothing can be done to the soul. It's so powerful. There is no weapon which can cut the soul into pieces. None of the fire can burn the soul. None of the water can moisten it, nor the wind can wither it. It is always there, permanent. We are always there. We are always there. So we think that we are taking birth and we are dying. It's over. No. We are just taking a new body and we are living, but we are soul. We are always present. Always present. Now we are on the earth. Next time I might be in the heaven. I might be in the hellish planets. I might be in Tapoloka. I might be in Vaikunta. I might be in Patala. This life I am in India. Next time I might be in South Africa, America, etc., etc. This time I am a human, a woman. Next time I can be a man, or I can be a tiger, a lion, etc., etc. So only our body is changing, but the soul, no, because nothing can be done to the soul. That is very, very important. So Krishna is telling, when you cannot do anything to the soul, this is the knowledge which you have gained, why you are going to lament? You are just giving the punishment for the body because they are doing something wrong. They have finished their work from this body. So they are leaving this body and they get a new life. There is no reason for you to lament. Some people might take it as wrong way. Oh, Krishna is telling Arjuna to kill, so let us also kill. No. Arjuna is a Kshatriya. For example, a soldier, his duty is to take part in the war. In the war field, for example, in the border when he will hold the gun, and if he shoots the enemy, then the same government, what will do? Will appreciate them and we give awards. A doctor, if he takes a weapon like a knife and something and cut the body of a patient, we appreciate them. We tell, you are a god, you saved us. But the same doctor, if he uses a weapon and kills someone other than the hospital or on the operation theater for a patient, other than them, anyone else, then the same doctor will be punished. Similarly, the soldier also, if he takes his gun and shoots some normal person, a citizen of that country who is no more an enemy, he is not in the war field, then the same army person will be punished. So what does it mean? Your duty is to fight, then do your duty. What is that? Get up and fight, Arjuna. You are a teacher, then you should teach. That is your duty. You are a doctor, you should save the life of a patient. Do your duty. So Krishna is stressing here upon Arjuna to do his duty, not to kill someone. Because Arjuna's duty is to kill and protect, kill the people who are doing a dharma and protect the dharma. Because he is a Kshatriya, Krishna is telling him to arise and fight. If you are a teacher and asking Krishna what I should do, Krishna will tell, get up and teach. Do your duty. Okay? Don't get confused in this part. So, next, Arjuna will say, second question, no enjoyment. What can I do? No enjoyment. Atira Prabhuji, please read the shloka. Questions are at the last. Yeah.
अवाच्यवादांश बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिता निन्दतस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Atira Mataji. What does it say? Krishna is clearly saying here, you said no enjoyment. Just imagine, Arjuna, you are such a great warrior. Many people know for your intelligence and your art of, the knowledge what you have for the war field and all. If you run away without fighting, do you think the enemies are going to keep quiet? Enemies, when you are good only, they'll talk all wrong. And when you are giving them chance to talk wrong, they will talk what? Avyachya. Many unkind words. They will tell Arjuna was not capable but at all. He was just praised. There was a partiality. They just wanted him to be like, hero. They did like this. Means his ability will be questioned. What would be more painful for you, Arjuna? What do you mean by no enjoyment? If you go and beg, they will tell Arjuna, the great warrior, he went and begged. A person who got Pashupatastra from Shiva, he went begging, leaving the war field. He ran away from the war field. So a person who is having this name, fame, who is knowledgeable, who is a leader, who has good quality, for them, more than property, more than name, for them, the right path, what they live, the life, that's very, very important. Isn't it painful, Arjuna? What do you think? What is more painful? That is what Arjuna has been questioned by Krishna. By Krishna. So now we see that, Yash Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी हतो वा प्रस्यासि स्वर्गं जीतो वा भुक्कस्य महिं तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कर्त निश्चय.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So here, hatova prapsyasi swargam. If you take part in the war, okay. Imagine Arjuna, you had a defeat. So as a Kshatriya, whoever takes part in the battlefield and he lives his life while fighting, they get Swarga. That is called as Veera Swarga. For the Kshatriya who loses life while taking part in the war, they get Veera Swarga. Swargam. Jitva va bokshyasi mahim. If you're alive, you win and you're alive, then you're going to enjoy the heavenly planets and the earthly kingdom. So you'll be the king for the Hastinapura if you win. Okay, therefore get up and fight with determination. What do you mean by no enjoyment? If you die, you're going to heavenly planets. If you're going to be alive, you're going to enjoy this earthly kingdom. What is there for no enjoying? So please, therefore, get up and fight, because Arjuna has sat down on the chariot telling Krishna, no, I won't fight. No fight. No, I will not fight. So Krishna is telling Arjuna to get up and fight. So you can see, go take part in the war. If you lose, you will get heavenly planets. If you win, you will be the king for the entire earth. Okay, that is the enjoyment you will get. So please go. So next, the third thing what he asked was fear of sinful activities. What shall I do? Payal Mataji, Hare Krishna. Payal Mataji. Kindly. Darshan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्.
Hare Krishna. So what was Arjuna's doubt? If I kill my family members, my guru, my grandfather, my sons, my brothers, then I will get sin. So we will go to hell. So I don't want to fight. So Krishna is telling here, whatever you do, do it as devotional service. So this is Buddhi Yoga. Previously, until now, we understood what we are. We came to know the soul, we came to know the body, we came to know the characteristics of the soul, the properties of the soul. So that entire part is called as Sankhya Yoga. Okay, from here Krishna is telling about Buddhi Yoga. What is Buddhi Yoga? Krishna is telling, whatever activity you do it as a service to me. Means, if you are a teacher, teach for Krishna. You're doing your duty, but you're teaching for Krishna. Arjuna is going to fight, so Krishna is telling, fight for me. Okay, don't worry about whether you're going to win or lose. Fight for me. If you are a lawyer, do your work for Krishna. If you're a doctor, do your work for Krishna. Very simple. What is the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee? A non-devotee will do the activities for his self-satisfaction. How? He wants some success or he will see some failure, he'll change his activities, and everything is dependent upon his mind, his desire and his feelings. A devotee will do his duty, whether he is anything like doctor, soldier, teacher, student, father, mother, husband, kid, anything. They will perform the duty for the pleasure of Krishna. Both are doing duties. Devotees also will do duty, non-devotees also will do duty. But non-devotees do for themselves, for their satisfaction. Devotees do for Krishna. That is only the difference. That is called devotional activity. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, fight for me. Why? What is the reason? Krishna is giving the answer for us in this chapter. That shloka number 40, Krishna is telling, in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. So there is no loss at all. If you do even little advancement on this path, you are protected from the most dangerous type of fear. So you can see this first picture. This is Vibhishana, who is coming to meet Rama, Lakshmana and Hanuman. Vibhishana was born among all the Rakshasas. His brother is Ravana, sister is Shurpaniki. His entire country, they are all demons. But Vibhishana alone was a devotee. You know, he might have said, what is there? Why should I be devotee? All around me are all demons only. Why I should do separate? No, he tried his best. He did as much as possible, even the little advancement. What happened? The entire Lanka was burnt by Hanuman, but Vibhishana was saved. At last, Rama himself gave the entire kingdom to Vibhishana. You know, so you will be protected by the most dangerous type of fear. Salpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bayat. Even little if you do, it's sufficient. Hanuman, very, very powerful. He's very, very powerful. You know, when he went to just go and meet Sita Devi and just give the, you know, the ring, the finger ring of Rama as a token that, yeah, I'm from Rama. He'll come to protect you. Mata, how are you? Okay, but he went as what? A Duta. You know, a messenger. He just went as that. But Ravana, what did he do? There is a rule that whenever a Duta is coming or a messenger is coming, you should not wage war on them. You know, that's a rule. What they did, they put fire on the tail of Hanuman. What Hanuman did, entire Lanka he put into fire. So Ravana was so surprised. How many people are there like you with Rama? So Hanumanta will tell to Ravana, there are millions of me. Same like me, there are millions of them with Rama. My Rama said me just to go give this ring to Sita Devi and come back. That is why I am just not doing anything for you people. Means such a strong person, even though he gets angry, he is having so much power, he is following the words of Rama. He controlled himself. He did that little service. What? For Rama, he did his duty. Similarly, whatever duty you do, please do it for the Lord. If you're cooking food, cook for Lord. If you're eating food, eat for Lord. If you're sleeping, sleep for Lord. Okay, but if you do anything for yourself, you need to take up the good thing and bad thing. What are the good results? That is punya, the bad results, that is papa. So what will happen if you do devotional service? What will happen to the good thing and bad thing? Prasiddh, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Buddhi yukto jahatita ubhe Sukrita Duskrute Tasmad Yogaya Yujyasva Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Prasidh. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So in the shloka number 50, Krishna is telling a man engaged in devotional service rids himself of bad and good, both reactions. Okay, if you do any activity for yourself, for your satisfaction, if you do good, you get punya. If you do bad, you get papa. So to enjoy the punya, you should go to heavenly planets, or you will be born with beautiful body, good wife, good husband, good family, good job, etc., etc. If you do having bad deeds, then you should go to hellish planets, or on the earth you are going to suffer with disease or early death or anything etc., etc. But whatever activities you do for the Lord, which is called as devotional service, if you do your work as devotional service, what will happen? You are not going to get any of the reactions, neither the good nor the bad. Such a beauty, right? If you have papa punya only, you will have birth and death. You don't have papa and punya at all. Then why will you come down to the material world? There is no chance you will take birth again. Therefore, strive for yoga. What is this yoga? This is called as Buddhi Yoga, or very simple Bhakti Yoga, which is the art of all the work. Do your work. Whatever work you are now you are a student, do your work as a student. For whom? For Krishna. Krishna, I am studying for you. Krishna, I am reading for you. Krishna, I am writing for you. Krishna, I am walking for you. You know, if you feel like that and do everything, none of your activities will give you any of the results, not the good nor the bad. Okay, so that is the beauty of devotional service. Karma janma buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishnaha. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work. So why we are getting stuck in the material world? Because we are doing the work and the results of them are binding us to this material world. So if you do devotional service, there is no result of work, and for sure you are not going to come to the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries. So you might ask, Mataji, devotional service means should I go to the temple and sit, do abhisheka, do chanting? I forget my duty as a son, as a student, as a father, mother, husband, wife? No. You're a wife, do your duty, cook for your family, work for your family, keep yourself healthy, go for jogging, eat good food. You're doing everything for whom? Krishna. That's all. That is the difference. That is called devotional service. Just by doing this, you see what we are getting. So then Arjuna is saying the fourth point, destroying family tradition. If I kill the elderly people, who is there to teach the younger ones what is right, what is wrong? So Krishna is telling here in Shloka 45 and 46, and also in the next chapter he is going to give us a reason telling why there should be a senior to tell everything, an elderly person in the family. Arjuna, you can become a role model. We have so many role models, right? In your education, in dancing, in singing, in acting. So we see them and learn. Is it that you should learn only from your parents, only from your family? No, right? So if you lead a good life, people will see you and follow. See, I am chanting one round for 10 minutes. When Mataji can chant, even we can chant. She is putting tilak, even we can do tilak. She is reading Bhagavad Gita every day, we can also attend. Oh, these people are attending class for Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour every day. They could do. Why can't I do? Let me also do. So they will follow you. So you can be the role model. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you follow your duty, do your duty as a Kshatriya. By this they'll understand, even if his family was standing on the wrong side, Arjuna did not give up. He fought for dharma. So people will follow Arjuna. That is what Krishna is telling for. The reason what Arjuna said is family tradition, Varna Shankara will be done. Yeah. So next, the fifth one, Arjuna said, indecisive. I am not able to take any decision. What to do? Tanisha, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Radhe Radhe everyone.
Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
व्यवसायत्मिकता बुद्धि रेके कुरु नंदन बहुशाखा हनंत श्राच बुद्धयो व्यवसाय नाम.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Yeah. What is happening here? Such a beautiful thing. Krishna, when Arjuna said, I'm not able to take decision. Why Arjuna is not able to take decision? Because he's confused. He forgot whatever he studied, whatever knowledge he has, he's completely lost everything. He forgot what is the duty of a Kshatriya. He became a passionate person, compassion completely filled his heart right now. So Krishna is telling, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose. Who are in the devotional service, they know when you are doing everything for Krishna, for sure you are going to do right thing, right? If you are going to kill someone for your self-satisfaction, do you think you can kill someone for Krishna? If it is your duty, then you would do it. But only for your satisfaction you want to kill someone, you won't do it, because you are doing your activity for Krishna. So what happens? People who are in this buddhi yoga, that is devotional service, what they do, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. Just someone is going to come to our house, even though our house is neat, sometimes, most of the times it will not be neat. We'll clean all the house. Mama clean this, Papa clean this, I should clean my room. Right? We arrange everything, and when they come, Mama is very good. Still, Mama will ask, hey, taste it and tell, how is it? They should come, whoever comes to our house, they should praise it and they should be happy, right? Just imagine you're doing your duty for Krishna. How beautifully, how perfectly, how sincerely you will do it. You will have no doubts. I'm doing for Krishna, I should do the right thing. I should do things which are possible. Maximum which I can put the effort, I will put the effort. So what happens? You have only one aim. So you can see Arjuna was like that. When they were taken for the archery class, one day his guru Dronacharya asked in the forest, it's an archery class, it's like a practical class. He took all his students and he asked everyone what you can see. So they said, we have seen tree, we saw sun, we saw this bird, that bird, etc., etc. No, we saw this grass, we see flower there. But when he asked Arjuna, what are you seeing? Arjuna said, I am seeing a bird and the eye of the bird. Because it is an archery class, he should aim to the eye of the bird and target it and kill it. That is how determined Arjuna was there. But because of compassion, he lost everything. Similarly, when you're doing your work for the service of Krishna, you will be determined. Vyavasatmika buddhir. Eka kuru nandana. You have only one aim. The intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched, who don't know what to do, don't know what is right. They don't know what is wrong. What will happen? They'll do all kind of things. Whatever their heart says, they will do it. So that is what Krishna is telling. So why you are having indecision? Because you don't know what is right. So Krishna is giving him the knowledge. So Krishna, when he said a person who is having that kind of knowledge, he can have only one aim. So that kind of condition is called as sthita prajna, means stable consciousness. His consciousness is fixed. He is not disturbed. No confusion. No thoughts. No two thoughts. So Arjuna is asking, what are the symptoms of a person who is in sthira prajna, who is having sthira prajna, a stable consciousness? How will he sit? How will he talk? How does he behave? How can you identify? So Krishna is answering that in 2.5, 55. Suchana, Hare Krishna Mataji, Suchana.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Prajati Yada Kaman Sarvan Partha Manogata Atmani Ivatmana Tushta Sthita Prajanash Tadosayat.
Tadochayate. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So what is Krishna telling in the shloka 55? The blessed Lord said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of sense desire which arise from mental concoction, they tell no, desire is the reason for all pain. You desire something, if you get, you're happy. If you don't get, you're distressed. Very simple. She got, I didn't get. He got, I didn't get. When he can get, why I can't get? So what happens if a person is having such kind of sense desire? What will happen? He cannot have a stable mind, because his mind is always thinking, how will I get it? What I should do to get it? After getting it, what? How will I protect it? How will I make that to stay with me only? What if someone comes and take it? What if someone steals it? Their mind is always disturbed. So this is because of mental concoction. So a person who gives up all varieties of sense desires. So this one sentence will give you a lot of confusion. Many people in second chapter will get, what? No sense desire? What is this? A human being without a desire, not at all possible. I want to read Bhagavad Gita is also a desire. I want to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also a desire. Isn't it? I need to get up early morning tomorrow and I should read Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it desire? So what is this sense desire Krishna is talking about to give up? So it is about the desire for your satisfaction. No, I want to drink alcohol. Why? I feel good. It's cool, ma. I want to have. Isn't it? Is it anything helpful for you? No, you just want to feel good. Isn't it? I want a bike of like very costly bike. What is the reason? I want to enjoy it. I want to feel it. Yeah, if you have an opportunity, yes, you can buy it. If not, you desire for having it. So it is for your satisfaction. That kind of sense desire should be given up because it is of no use. Okay, how does it come? Mental concoction. And when his mind finds satisfaction in the self, so a person who gives up all these kind of sense desire and he's satisfied in oneself, whatever is there, he's happy. Whatever the condition, he's happy. Then that person is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness. Sthira, sthita, prajnasta means it is stable consciousness. Sthira, it doesn't move here and there. Okay, so for that, very good example is our Prahlad Maharaj. He was the son of a demon. So he is a demon. Still, even though his own father said, if you don't tell I am the God, I am going to kill you. He was put in such a worst condition. Still, he kept his mind focused on the Lord. He was always telling Narayana, 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 Narayana. You know, even when he was put into fire also, he was telling Narayana, Narayana. Means his mind is fixed. He's satisfied with his body. He's satisfied with his soul. He has no sense desire. Similarly, if you take our Prabhupada, when he went to New York, people were like, you are dressed like this, like a sannyasi. You should wear a coat. You should wear a jacket. But his mind was to teach people, to make them know about Krishna. He kept his mind fixed on it so he could excel. So we just discussed about the glories of our Srila Prabhupada yesterday. Similarly, if you fix your mind, yes, I am going to read Bhagavad Gita. Yes, I am going to study for this subject. Yes, I am going to be a good teacher. I am going to be a good student. I am going to be a good son. It's possible. How? If you do it for Krishna and you don't have any kind of sense desire which satisfies you and you are satisfied with yourself alone. Okay, so one who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control and fixes his consciousness upon me is known as a man of steady intelligence. So how you should be, whenever your sense get attracted to various things in the material world, how the tortoise will pull its head back into the shell, we need to pull it back like that. Means we need to control our senses. Just now I had very nice food. Their pizza is very good. Your eyes went there. Your nose is getting smell. Okay, people are telling pizza is good. Mouth is watering. What will happen if you go and have pizza? Next day you will have stomach pain. You had stomach full of food and you could not control. You had pizza. So what happened? How can your mind be stable? It is disturbed. Right? So you need to control your senses. Yeah. And how you can control? By fixing your consciousness on Krishna. See, very simple. If you're going to one of the hotel and it is not a tasty food, would you go for that hotel again? Never. If someone tells there is another hotel there, the food is very good, so you will go to that hotel and you will always visit that hotel because the taste is good. So you will not go to the hotel where the taste is lower. You go to the hotel where the taste is higher. So how should you control your senses? Your senses are attracted to the lower taste material world. So you should fix it on the higher taste, that is Krishna. So why material world is lower taste? Why Krishna is higher taste? Very shortly we'll come to know, because Krishna is going to explain us all those things. Okay, so once we do all these things, what? Control our senses and fix our consciousness on Krishna, then we will be called the man of steady intelligence. Okay, so then how come we all are losing these things? What are the reasons? Last two shlokas, I'll just go further because just 3 minutes more I took. Just 3 more minutes will finish it off. So what are the obstacles for having the steady mind? Very simple. What happens if you see an object? You contemplate on that object. What? Oh, you'll start seeing, you get attracted to it. Once you get attracted, means what? Your senses are attracted. You see a beautiful bike, a wonderful bike you see in the showroom. I want that bike. Over, got attached. 2 days, 3 days. In your sleep also that bike will come. Then what you will do? He will get attachment to it. If I get bike, no, then only, I'll feel good. Attachment. I should buy that bike. Let me start saving money. Then what happens? You will try to save everything. You won't get it. It's difficult. Then you will get lust. From such attachment, lust develops. What is lust? Even though you don't deserve to have it, you desire to have it. You don't have money to buy the bike, but still you want the bike. How is it possible? So that is called lust. Hook or crook, I want that bike. And once you try everything and you're not able to satisfy your lust, what will happen to you? You will get angry. Why I should not get? I don't have money, but still I want the bike. I don't know. I want it. So you will get angry. From the lust, anger arises. And from the anger, complete delusion arises. When a person is angry, do you think he knows what is right, what is wrong? Right? When a person gets angry, he will act like, crazy, isn't it? Because there is delusion. Things which are not there also we will imagine. Things which are wrong also we will think sometimes right. Which is right also we'll think something is wrong. So that is delusion. So when delusion is arise, bewilderment, completely confused. You lose all the memory. What I did, why I did, what I should do, etc., etc. Everything was gone because you're filled with anger. And once the memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. An angry person is no more intelligent. He has lost all his intelligence. And just imagine, when there is no intelligence in you, what will happen? You will fall down. Very simple. Where will you come back? To the material world. So what is the reason for us to come to material world? Because our senses are attracted to some objects. Then we get attachment to it. Because of attachment, we get lust. Once we have lust and when it is not fulfilled, we'll get anger. And because of anger, delusion arises and bewilderment of memory and loss of intelligence. Finally, what will happen? We are no different from any other species and we fall down. Okay, so by this, Krishna has answered all the 5 main reasons what Arjuna has raised. So we are not the body. That is the beauty we understood today. We are the soul. This body is just the cloth, right? So no enjoyment. Please do your duty. Don't wait for success or failure. Please concentrate that you are doing your duty for the best of your knowledge. Fearful or sinful activities, whenever you do anything for yourself, there is good or bad results. But you do same thing for Krishna, there is no good or bad. So from where will you have the problem of sense? And once you follow all the tradition or whatever is said to you, then you will become a role model. So you can prevent the Varna Sankara, means family destruction, the traditional family's tradition destruction. And finally, when you serve the Lord with firm determination, you will always have single aim. You always do best. You will always be right. So there is no chance for you to have a situation where you are indecisive. You cannot take a decision. So by this, I am finishing the chapter number 2. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so anyone has the questions, you can please raise your hands. Hare Krishna. Whoever did not get chance today for reciting the shloka, for sure tomorrow you will be getting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, Shayandeep Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. How to free ourselves from our desires and engage in devotion service without leaving our regular duties? Beautiful, Prabhuji. Very beautiful question. Prabhuji, this is logic. So we all are, in this age where we don't accept things as such, we need everything, proof, etc., etc., right? See, one thing, we are on this material world, the reason being is we have done some sins, okay, or we have done something good deeds, right? Yeah. So what happens? We have come here. So until our good deeds are over, we should be here, okay, or we should be in heavenly planets, right? Until our bad deeds, that is papa, is over, either you should be on the earth and suffer, or you should go to hellish planets and suffer. After your papa is over, Please, 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 please. I like the hell. One more day I will stay. They will not allow you to stay there. Please, please, please. I am happy in the earth. I suffered for my all my papa, but still I want to stay on the earth. They will not allow. Over. Go to heaven. Please, heaven is so good. I want to stay here. Your punya is over. They'll send us where? Back to earth. Okay, so it means that we have a baggage of papa and punya carried from several lives. Okay, so how to get rid of that? That is very important. So as I said yesterday, we are all in Kali Yuga. The prescribed yagna for Kali Yuga in Vedas is taking Lord's name. Just taking Lord's name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just taking the name only once, you will burn the papa. All the karma phalas will be burnt. You know, it will be turned into ashes. When you take Lord's name, they tell that there is no papa in any of the world which cannot be burnt by Lord's name. So you should just take the Lord name with love. That's all. So we cleared our papa karmas from our previous life. Now, I am leading my life today from morning till now. I might have done some activities. Because of that, I might have had some karma palas, punya or papa. What about that? How to clear it? Very simple. Whatever I'm doing for Krishna. Whatever I'm doing for Krishna. I get up early in the morning. Krishna, I'm getting up for you. I'm going to clean my body. I'm taking bath. Krishna, I'm cleaning this body to serve you. Okay, I'm getting myself ready. I'll put the talak. Krishna, I'm putting for you. I'm going to be a wife. Yeah, I'm going to cook. I'm going to wash clothes. I'm going to wash vessels. Krishna, I'm washing for you. All your activities do as service to Krishna. Why? When you do your activities as a service to Krishna, what does it mean? You don't get any of the results. Not even papa, not even punya. Nothing. So previous account empty. Whatever we are doing now also empty. So you don't have chance to go to heaven, you don't have chance to go to hell, and there is no chance for you to come back to earth. Because you should have those things to enjoy, right? You don't have. So where will you go? We will all go to the place where Krishna is there. So next chapter, Krishna is going to talk about this place, how we should do. So we have Karma Yoga chapters. Further, he'll describe how we should do our activities. So please do your activities. You are a husband, you are a child, you're a son or you're a daughter, you're a student, you're a brother, you're a sister. Do all your activities. Don't ever stay without doing your activities. Everyone should do their activities. For example, when Krishna came down to the earth, the day he was born itself, he started his duty. What is his duty? To establish dharma and to punish the people who are doing adharma. Did Krishna tell, oh, I came down on the earth, let me relax, after a long time I have come, let me see all the earth, let me enjoy for 10 years or 12 years later? No, let me start. No, the day he started, just born, 2 weeks, not even 1 week, what happened? He killed a demon Putana. When Krishna is doing his duty, who are we to say will not do our duty? No, please do your duty, whatever you are got for this life with this body. But only thing, please remember, do everything for Krishna. That becomes devotional service. Hare Krishna. Shiv Prabhuji, for sure, Prabhuji, I'll give you every day to recite the shloka. I'm very happy to know that. Yeah. Anmol Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Anmol. Okay, whoever has raised your hand, kindly make sure you unmute yourself. Prasiddh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually,
Hare.
once I came to this batch, 18 years batch actually, Sri Vasangan Das Prabhuji was our guru actually. First, they are our first guru. Then I understood like, in 16 batch, I joined first time. Then I listened to your Kannada version. Like,
Okay.
That time I understood like you are the teacher of Kannada batch. So right now, you are only teaching me. So it's my pleasure, ma'am.
Yeah. Very, very good. But I'm very happy that you got inspired to listen by different languages, by different teachers also. How could you hold on for all this time?
Like, yeah, it was my interest. Like, I wanted to learn Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, thank you so much. So you have my classes in Kannada also, because my native language is Kannada, and I've taken classes in Kannada, English, both. I've taken for kids, I've taken for elderly people, and this time I'm taking for the youth. So I'm very fortunate. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Prabhuji, for attending
yeah,
classes.
it's better.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Ashutosh Prabhuji. Ashutosh Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, I wanted to know that there today in the article of a newspaper, I saw that dharma always comes with dharma sankat. Do it actually mean like that? Because we see in the Bhagavad Gita as well that Arjuna, before the war of in the Kurukshetra, he was in a dharma sankat like that. And my second question was that generations of historians and scriptures have casually translated dharma as justice. But justice is presupposes a single life. Dharma is based on the concept of karma and rebirth. So how can we actually define both of them?
Prabhuji, you are asking a very important thing where actually what happens in chapter number 2, as I said, Krishna is telling everything. Okay. So Arjuna is such a great student and he asked Krishna to clear his doubts and give him the right path. Okay. So he's telling, I've surrendered to you. So in the next chapters, Krishna, whatever he said in chapter number 2, because Arjuna is going to question one of them, whatever he has said one after the other, next chapters are all the detailed description of what Krishna has said in chapter number 2. Okay, so now you came to know that there is dharma, okay, and there are some other activities we have to do, dharma sankata, etc., etc. So we also have in this chapter, I'll just talk about this chapter. Krishna will tell people usually who are in material world, they get attracted to the flowery words of Vedas. What is Vedas? Vedas will tell you how to earn punya, how to avoid papa. Okay, so people who are desiring to have a good life, good body, good husband, good wife, good children, etc., etc., wealth, property, kingdom, killing the enemies, victory over the enemies, all these things, there are many ways in Vedas to achieve it. Okay, so that is to gain a good life either in this present body or in the next body. Okay, but Krishna, what the knowledge he is giving to us here in Bhagavad Gita is about how you can achieve the peace and stay in the dharma through your soul, not by this just one body, through your soul, but we are using this body to do the devotional service. So that is what is Krishna is telling. And you see here, Krishna said, Dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So dharma is what? You need to get rid of material world and go to Krishna, back to Godhead. How to do it? By following dharma. Then you should know what is dharma. So that is what Krishna is going to explain us in further chapters, Prabhuji. Kindly hold on. Don't get confused, because now dharma is used for all kind of words, Everything they say dharma. But let us see what Krishna is telling about what is dharma. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, Swapnali. Okay, let me start from first. I don't know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I said. Yes, Kunti Boja. Yes, it's one of the name for Arjuna. We haven't seen Krishna, then how can we say Krishna is always young or old? Very simple, Prabhuji. We have so many murtis of Krishna, vigrahas, the deities. You never see Krishna in old age, right? He's always young. Either a baby Krishna you see, or a boy, or you see a youth Krishna. Okay, so it's not about you didn't see Krishna, but you can see Krishna. You're going to temple, you're seeing Krishna there, right? You can see Krishna. That is what I meant. Soul height also increases with us. No, bro. No. Actually, in this chapter itself, we will understand the size of soul. So there are two definitions. One is the soul. What is the size of soul? You know, no one can see the soul because it is so tiny little. How means if you take your hair, the tip of the hair, you cut the tip of the hair, cut it into 100 pieces, then take one strand of that 100 piece and cut that piece into 100 more pieces. That single piece of the hair is the size of our soul. And some yogis who are attained the the peace with the Lord, they are control their minded, they control their minds. They say the soul is the size of the thumb. Okay, that is the size of the thumb. It's so small. It never grows with our body. It is always of that same size. Hare Krishna. Shiv Prabhuji, thank you for answering the questions. But ma'am, Krishna also once ran away from the battlefield. See, Krishna, whatever Krishna does, understanding Krishna is very difficult. Why? Because you don't understand yourself only completely. How can you understand Krishna? Very simple. Sometimes even I don't. Why did I react like that? Why did I think like that? Why did I sleep? Why did I eat so much? We will not be knowing ourselves. Okay. Whatever Krishna does, there is a reason behind it. Okay, because if you see one simple example, when the Pandavas are on the right side and Kauravas are on the wrong side, and Kauravas mother, she never said Kauravas to win. She told always the righteous will always have the victory. But still, when she knew everything, what happened when Krishna came after the war, she cursed Krishna that how her family, the entire kids were killed. Similarly, his entire family, Yadava, his entire family will be fighting with each other and they will kill themselves. So that was the curse. So how can someone curse Krishna? It was arrangement of Krishna. Why? Because whoever the Yadavas who take birth in the family of Krishna, they all are the gods. Their wives, children, they all came down onto the earth to help Krishna to establish Dharma. So how can they stay on the earth when Dwapara Yuga is finishing and Kali Yuga is starting? Kali Yuga is for the people who have done a lot of sins, because there is no bhakti in Kali Yuga. Coming chapters, I'm going to talk about the yugas, the time span of it, what are the quality of the people, what is their lifespan, all these things I'm going to discuss. So he wanted to take away everyone back to their original position. So Gandhari was just a means for that. Similarly, if Krishna has left the war field or a battlefield, there is a valid reason for it. Kindly please understand, you cannot put Krishna on the same scale because he's not a human being like us. Aditya Prabhuji, I'm so sorry. I'm not able to read the messages simultaneously when I'm teaching. I'm very, very sorry. I hope I'll give you a chance tomorrow, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. How to free ourselves from our desires and engage in devotional service without leaving our regular duties? Shayandi Prabhuji, I answered your question. What is Varna Shankara? Varna Shankara means destroying the family tradition, which we discussed today. I want a chance every to recite. Yes, Prabhuji. Sure. Vinay Prabhuji, thank you so much for attending the class. How to prevent myself from being attached? Swara Lipi, Mataji, that's a very good question. So we all have an issue for our entire life, that is attachment. Even if you take one pen, this is my pen, and I want to write it with pen for 1 day or 2 days. Third day, I'll ask, where is my pen? If someone takes this pen, oh, that was my pen, how did you take? This is a normal pen, man. And we get attached to it. So this is how our mind is. We get attached very easily to the objects which we see around us. Okay. So how to prevent it? So you should show your senses something superior than this. Okay, superior than this. For example, if someone is going to give you a diamond and someone is going to give you a stone, which one will you choose? Diamond, of course, because it is precious, costly, beautiful. You will not choose stone. Similarly, when you want to take the attachment from one object, you should know a superior one which is worthy than getting attached to a simple thing. So what is that superior taste? That is Krishna. So next chapters, Krishna will tell how to get attached to him, how to do our duties. So we can easily get detached from all these unnecessary, temporary, materialistic things. Okay, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji, ma'am, if we have Papa and Punya in our previous life, so how do we know that out of 76, not 76, Prabhuji, 84 yonis, in which life we made Papa and Punya only in human form? That's a beautiful question, Prabhuji. Yeah. So now, the thing is, you have got a human life means we have passed on all the species, that is 84 species, like you can be a reptile, animal, tree, plants, etc., etc. Then we have got the human body. Okay, so what we did in our previous life will not be understanding. In between, one of the Prabhuji also asked this question, like if we come to know what we have done in our previous life, then it will be good for us to make up our mistake and we'll follow the dharma and do right thing. Okay, so I'll give you a very simple example. Last life you were friend, you had a friend, accidentally something happened from your side, your friend was killed. Just imagine, he was killed. Okay, it was an accident, but that fellow lost his life. He will be very angry. Next life, imagine he's tiger, he is born as tiger, and you are again a human being. He will come, last life you killed me, this life I'm going to kill you. What will you do? Because he remembers what happened in the previous life. You remember what happened in the previous life, isn't it? It's a funny thing, right? Similarly, some people, they have the capacity to know they have done the mistake, and they will think that they should not repeat the mistake, they should do right thing. Now also we all know that we should not do wrong things. Sometimes we give up on that and we do wrong things. Why? We are not able to control our mind. So Krishna has given us this beautiful arrangement. You forget whatever happened in our previous lives, you start everything new, because you need not lament, you need not worry about it. If you remember that, what will happen? You will be lamenting, you will be suffering, you might have anger, you might have some desires to do something because of your previous life. Better you forget everything and start your life. How? To start in the devotional service. So please know that when we are getting a body in the material world, it means that we need to do service to Krishna and go back to his place. Very simple. So when you know Krishna has given us opportunity, then we should use this body. Okay, so the opportunity should be used rather than understanding what we have done, how we are done, right? So you should find out the cure about it. Why is physical relationship before marriage is sinful? Very simple, Prabhuji. See, physical relationship, it means you're attracted to the body of other person, right? You're attracted to the body of it. How can you control yourself? You cannot control. Today you're happy with that body, tomorrow you'll be happy with another body. It's good if you have attracted to that body and you marry, you stay with them and you continue your life. What if you like another body? You get attracted because you already seen the taste of one body, you will go for another body. Same thing with your food items also. If you cannot control your food, you will be desiring to eat everything, right? So the control of mind is difficult. So that is why it is sinful. So, getting married, it's such a devotional auspicious thing, because you are chosen as that soul. When comes to material world, they can do devotional service for Krishna and they can get rid of all their karma phalas and they can break the chain of birth and death and go back to Krishna. That is a sacred job. Having a wife or a husband and having a child, making the child know everything, giving them the right education, making them the best people, it's the best job what a human being can get. So how can you have attachment for some things and enjoy that, which is such a sacred work, right? That is why it is sinful. So we should have bodily relationship when you want to have a kid. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mataji, how to know which type of activities I do for Krishna and me? For example, I ate pizza to chant name of Lord Krishna, but is bad for health. Very simple, Prabhuji. For example, you're asking, I eat pizza and I'll tell Krishna, I'm eating pizza for you. Okay. Same thing, Prabhuji. Take poison and tell Krishna, I'm drinking poison for you. Will you do it? All right. Right? Krishna has given us this body. This is not your body. Krishna has given to us. You should keep this body healthy. Right? Why you need this body? To do service for Krishna, to do your duties. How can you spoil your body? Isn't it? If you are really concerned about your duty, your activities, yeah, about dharma, about right thing, about Krishna, then it means that you are going to keep your body clean, safe, healthy, and see to that others' body also clean, safe, and healthy. So for sure, you will not eat anything which is going to hurt your body. Right, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna. So it is not like, as I already said before, you want to kill a person because you don't like that person. It doesn't mean, Krishna, I'm going to kill for you. That doesn't work, because we think we are intelligent. Krishna is more intelligent to us. Because if you see Hiranyakashipu, you know what he went and asked? He asked, neither a man or a woman, neither an animal or a human being, not in the morning, not in the night, not inside my house, not outside my house. There should be no weapon which can kill me. He thought he's very intelligent and he asked a boon. But you know what Krishna did? He took the avatar of Narasimha. He's neither a man or a woman. He's not an animal or a human being. He did not use any weapon. He used his nails. He did not kill him inside the house or outside. He killed on the path, there in between the bifurcation. There he killed. And he did not put him on anywhere. He put him on his lap and he killed. So we think we are intelligent and we think we'll do for Krishna all wrong things. Krishna is very good. He will think more than us and give the respective results for our activities. So please kindly be careful whenever you do anything for Krishna. Mauli Prabhuji, I have answered. Don't ask the question repeatedly, Prabhuji. I will surely answer. 4 times you asked me same thing. Please don't call me. Okay, Shiv Prabhuji, fine. Why doesn't Krishna have mustache and beard? Okay, this is one of the beautiful question. Aditya Prabhuji, I never thought about it, because Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. He has that beauty. How much, Gandharpa Koti, means even millions of, what do you call them? Gandharvas, Gandharpa Koti. Even if you take the beauty of them, you cannot, compare to the beauty of Krishna. Might be Krishna doesn't have mustache, that is why he looks so beautiful. That might be the reason, but I'm very happy you asked that question. Can we have attachments and desire and pursue them, dedicating it to Lord Shri Krishna? Yes, Mataji, Meghana, as I said you, Meghana Mataji, if I think that tomorrow morning I should do puja for Krishna, it means it's a desire. Isn't it? I'm getting I want to eat only prasadam. Whatever food is offered to Krishna, I want to eat that only. Means I'm attached to the food of Krishna, the prasadam of Krishna. So the attachment and desires are there for the human body, but only thing the attachment and desires are for the satisfaction of Krishna. You cannot remove attachment, you cannot remove desires from the human body. Hare Krishna, Ashish Prabhuji, and in YouTube, Bappa Roy Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, it's your first class, welcome. Yesterday's class, we have shared the YouTube link. You can see in this channel itself, yesterday's class, you can go through. Surya Singh Prabhuji has asked, if we do a sin, who is responsible, soul or a body? Wonderful question, Prabhuji. In this chapter only Krishna has answered to us, whatever activity you do, it is because of the karma palas and because of the body we have got. So our work is to just to do the duty. We should not hold ourselves responsible for anything because it is happening according to our karma phala. Okay, Hare Krishna. Debanauj Roy Prabhuji, Bengali class link, yesterday only I said, Prabhuji, registration is not closed. Kindly please register in the temple website, ISKCON Mangaluru website, and for whatever language or whatever time you want, Prabhuji. Link is still open. Rajendra Prasad Prabhuji, Mataji, how can I ask my submission through YouTube login? What submission, Prabhuji? Is it about your quiz? Attending, but I remember myself requested to learn, read Bhagavad Gita. Rajendra Prabhuji, you are already seeing my classes through YouTube, Prabhuji, and these videos will be available throughout. We are not going to remove these videos. Prabhuji, if you're not able to attend the class at 9 o'clock, please go through the videos whenever you're free. Okay? You're always welcome, Prabhuji. You need not request. It is our duty to tell about Krishna. And if you're interested, then of course, we're very happy to make you know about Bhagavad Gita. You're always welcome to attend our classes, Prabhuji. In this temple website where I've gone live, you have the live videos, uploaded videos of various languages by various teachers. Same thing, 18 days course and also advanced course videos are also there. Kindly please go through it. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Nothing, Prabhuji. Nothing is stopping you. Only thing stopping you is your willpower. Make your willpower. I'll attend the class. You can. Hare Krishna. Riya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
I wanted to ask, can enjoyment be devoted to Krishna? If I want to earn for my family, if I want to become a doctor, I want to earn for my family, I want to earn more, I want to enjoy the life given to me by Krishna. Can I devote this enjoyment to Krishna? Can I say, I am enjoying my life for you? I want to earn more for you. I want to enjoy this life.
100%, Mataji. For example, see, I'll give you a very simple example. I'm using an laptop, okay? So, because I'm professionally, I need this laptop, I would usually buy a best laptop. And if I'm earning good, yes, I will give some good money because I'm doing the duty for Krishna. So I want to do my best according to whatever condition I am in. If I can afford for 20,000 or I can afford for 1 lakh, it depends upon my requirement. If something is only for your self satisfaction, like, I just want to buy that 10 lakhs rupees laptop because I want to feel good and people should see me and they should feel, oh wow, this lady has such a costly one. If you have that kind of desire and you take something, Mataji, then for that you need to enjoy the phalas, the results of it. Okay, because you desired and you got it, correct? But if you want to take care of your family because you're a daughter of that family, it's your duty to take care. And given Krishna has given you a mind, he has given you a body, he knows, he has given the intelligence to you. Because of that, you get a very good job, you earn very good. Yes, that is, you're using what Krishna has given and you're doing all those duties as a daughter, as an employee, etc., etc., for the service of Krishna. When it comes for the enjoyment, it should be fitting to you, your lifestyle and your earnings. Anything you do for your happiness, then it becomes an issue, Mataji. I hope you understood it, right?
Then Mataji, what about traveling? Like traveling is not for not necessary or something like that, but we want to do something like this. We want to travel from one place to another, but it is not necessary for our body, even for anything good or bad, but still that's a
Yes,
desire.
Mataji.
But
I
how can we
understand that.
control it?
Wonderful question. It's a very good question. See, for example, Mataji, I want to go to world tour. Okay, I want to go all places. I want to go to US, all beautiful places wherever it is. I want to go to Switzerland, etc., etc. What will you do? Just going there, you see, and you get satisfied. You will feel happy. You feel cool. You will feel satisfied. You will feel like, okay, I have achieved something. Fine, that's over. You had a desire, you fulfill it. The path when you took, when you're fulfilling the desire, you have done some activities. So those activities results will be to you, what good or bad, that is papa or punya, and you only should pay for them. Very simple. I am going to discuss about Valmiki also did same thing. For protecting his family, for taking care of his family, he was looting people. He was doing it for his family, but by looting whatever he got the results, the papam, only he had to enjoy it. Okay, so you might think this is the only life, I'm going to enjoy it by eating everything, by drinking everything, by going everywhere. Don't worry. If you have such kind of desire, Krishna will give you life after life to fulfill the desire. Because once if you have a desire and if you leave the body, you are going to get a body to fulfill your desires. So this chapter, the last shloka, Krishna tells, whoever is this in this condition. Which condition? Sthira buddhi. Even at the time of death, they will remember me, then they will come to me. So tomorrow Krishna will be questioned by Arjuna. Why should we remember you at the time of death? And if I remember you at the time of death, why will I come to you? How is it possible? So while the time of death, if you think of desiring, because you're used to get desired, we don't know when we are going to die. At the time of death, if you're desiring something, Krishna will give you the opportunity to fulfill it. So if you want to enjoy the material world, you will get a lot of opportunities in different bodies to fulfill your desire. So desire is the reason we are getting birth again and again and again. You had a desire to roam around the world this life, you did not fulfill, you had the desire and you left this body, you will get another opportunity. This is said by Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita. Tomorrow's chapter, I'm going to recite it for you and explain what Krishna has said. Hare Krishna. Okay, Swaralipi Mataji, where is the end of the soul? When the soul will attach to that divine energy, if we have done pap, we will go to hell, and if we have done the punya, we will go to Swarga. What if we have inactive in this journey? Yes, the inactive means you are not getting any kind of results. So where will the soul go? We all will go to Vaikuntha or Goloka. So when you go to the Vaikuntha, you will have the body of Narayana, same like him. We will have the divine body. Please know that we all are in the material world. Right now I have a female body. When you go to the Swarga Lok, you have a different body, because only the soul will travel from the earth to the heaven. Similarly, the soul will travel from the earth to the hell, and hell body is also different. You know, when you get the body for hell, it is like in this body, if you prick your hand, the pain what you get, no? The pain 100 times more you will get for the body which you gain by going to hell. So the body will be like that. You know, there are various punishments. I'm not just scaring to you, but I'm giving you an example. For example, we have done something sin, and there is the punishment that our body is put into a boiling oil. The body what we get when we go to hell is such that even though we are put in the boiling oil, our body will not die. That is the type of body we get. Similarly, you go for the Swarga, you get different kind of body. But when you go to Vaikuntha, you get the body of Narayana. You can stay next to the Lord. You can take part in the Leela. So there are various kind of muktis. We don't merge with Krishna. We will be souls only. We are part and parcel of him. Okay, Krishna is the super soul. We are all part and parcel of him. So depending upon your devotional service, your life, how you are leading, we get different destination. Okay, Hare Krishna. How to know what is my duty? Prasidh Bhushan Prabhuji, right now you are son, Preetham Sheshagiri. You might be a son, you are a student. Do your duty as a student. Tomorrow you might become an engineer, a doctor, okay, or lawyer, or you might become a technician, you can become a driver, you can become anything, etc. Any duty. Do your duty sincerely, because for this life you got the duty, you should do it sincerely as a service to Krishna. That is the duty. Because very clearly Krishna said, Arjuna, do your duty. What? Krishna is Kshatriya, so he said, Arjuna is Kshatriya. Krishna said him to take part in the war. Right? So he told him to get up and fight. So your duty also will be described. So we have 4 varnas, which is not because of birth. It is because of the activities what we do, that is given by Krishna himself. In the further chapters, we'll come to know what are those 4 varnas. Okay, so depending upon our varnas, we should do our activity. Swaralipi, what's to know from you about purgatory? What is this situation? I'm sorry, Swaralipi, I'm not able to understand what is it. Kindly make sure you send me again. Right above this. What right? Oh yeah, sorry Meghana Mataji. If we love someone and desire them and they mean a lot to us, should we give up on them because it is a desire of self-satisfaction? That's a very good question. See, If someone is decided to be with you, you have been destined as such to be with someone whom you like. Whatever happens, no one can separate you. If there is no such situation that you and that person going to stay together, then whatever you do, you cannot stay. You know, not at all possible. But if you're going to stay, you will be made to do some activities, so that you can get together. So it will happen as such. There is a very good saying about Krishna. If Krishna wants to protect you, if he has desired that I should protect, for example, you take Arjuna. He wanted Arjuna to be protected because he has come down to the earth to protect the people who are doing dharma, who are on the path of dharma. Even though Duryodhana had the largest army, even though Arjuna did not want it to fight, even though Duryodhana was eager to fight, that side they had Bhishma. No one can kill Bhishma. Bhishma should live his life on his own will. Everyone they kill, then only they can win Pandavas. Still, Dharma only one, Arjuna only one. Similarly, if Krishna wants to protect you, no one can hurt you. If Krishna only wants to punish you, then no one can protect you. Same way, if something is there for us, this is your father, this is your mother, this is your brother, this is your husband for this life, things will happen for sure. Wherever you go, karma will follow you. 100%. Whichever life you take, however you are born. Okay, so you are desiring means that comes for your self-satisfaction, and if you desire and do something, please be ready to enjoy the results of it, whether it is good or bad. Very simple. No, Mataji, I don't want Papa, I don't want Punya, I don't want to go to heaven, I don't want to go to hell, I just want to go to Krishna. Then don't do things for your satisfaction. Okay, very simple. That is what Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita. Thank you, Mataji. Got the answer. Hare Krishna. I think someone raised the hand and put it down. I'm sorry. Kiran Kumar. Hare Krishna. Namaste, Mataji. I have an habit compare with other person. How to avoid that comparing my against the other person? I also want to ask how to control anger when the opposite person is not accepting the good thing I tell and wantedly giving false and lying to me. Prabhuji, I'll tell you the situation. Krishna, he himself went to Duryodhana and said, just to give small 5 villages to these 5 people, Pandavas. They will just rule it because they are Kshatriyas. Their duty is Kshatriya duty. They have to rule. Just give a small little 5 places. Krishna is telling Arjuna is ready to accept. Duryodhana is not accepting. He's not listening to Krishna. Then imagine how much Krishna should be angry, right? But have you seen Krishna getting angry? No. Krishna gave chance for Duryodhana. So many times he gave chance. He did not listen. Take Kamsa also. What happened to Kamsa? Kamsa sent all of his demon friends. Everyone were killed by Krishna. Did Kamsa settle down? No. He invited Krishna to his palace. He went for fight directly with Krishna. Foolish thing. When he knows Krishna has killed all these powerful demons, he should have become intelligent that even I will not be saved. But what did he do? He fought. What did Krishna do? He had to punish. Similarly, if it is your duty to protect someone or protect something and someone is doing something wrong, it's your duty to tell them it's wrong. If they're not listening, that is their karma, not your karma. What is your karma to telling them it is right or wrong? If you are in that position. If not, I think you should not be bothered about it. Yeah, because we cannot change people, isn't it? Can we change every people to our desire? No, but you can tell them what is right, what is wrong. So now I'm telling about Bhagavad Gita. It is left to you to accept it or leave it. If you accept it, you will stay happy. If you don't accept it, you will be in confusion. Sometimes you'll have happiness, sometimes you'll be distress. So you are adjusting to whatever life or whatever choice you're done. Same thing, Prabhuji. That is how you can control your anger. Tell what is right and wrong and leave them to do it. Yeah, leave them to do it. Okay, and they will enjoy the fruits of it. Hare Krishna. And comparing, Prabhuji, comparing, how can you compare yourself to someone else? Because You cannot compare to anyone else because no one is superior, no one is inferior. We all are souls. We are part and parcel of the supreme soul, that is Krishna. So we are neither inferior nor superior. We all are equal. We all are equal. If you understand that you are a soul, not the body, then there is no comparison at all. You will respect every soul, because when you see other person, you see the soul, not the body. At that time, you will become a sadhu. Yesterday only I said, a sadhu is a person who sees a Brahmin, a learned person, that is a Brahmin, a dog eater, a dog eater, a cow, an elephant, everything same. He sees everyone with equal vision. They all are same because they all are soul, but they have different body. That's all. So no comparison will come, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Prasiddha Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare.
Can you say, I mean, just I heard Jamila's story last time. Do you know that story? I need to know the story perfectly.
Which story?
Ajamila and what happened to him?
Ajamila?
Ajamila's story I want.
Ajamila's story. That's a very beautiful story. Very beautiful story. Anyhow, I'm going to again tell it when a prescribed chapter comes. It is very suitable for that. Actually, it is next chapter only. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell the story. Anyhow, shortly, I'm telling right now, Prasiddha Prabhu. It's long ago. Okay, the story starts like this. There was a Brahmin family, and in that Brahmin family, a son was there. His name was Ajamila. He was such a great Brahmin that he was following all the rituals, and he was like a great example in the entire village. Everyone were following them, and they were thinking that you should be like this. Okay. But once what happened, as a regular activity, Ajamila used to go to the forest. He used to get flowers and fruits for the worshipping the Lord, where his dad used to perform. So his family was doing, he was married, he had kid, everything. Unfortunately, what happened, when he went to the forest, while coming back, he heard a voice, a giggling voice, where a prostitute was enjoying physically with a man. They were completely intoxicated, and they were like, naked and everything. So what happened, Ajamila, he saw that prostitute. So he had a lust. He saw the beauty of that prostitute. He was attracted. He wanted to have that prostitute with him. So what he does, he brings the prostitute and keeps in his house. Later, he was so much attached that he wanted her. I'll meet you, Prasid Prabhu. I'm sorry, there is some noise. So what happened? He will marry that prostitute, live his father, live his family, and stay with this prostitute. And he wanted prostitute to not live. So what he did to keep her with him, he did all kind of heinous work, like stealing, looting money, so that he can get good things to her and she will stay. So like this happened, he did all kind of sinful activities. He forgot the Brahmin culture, what he followed. He did not do any kind of devotional service. He was totally engaged in satisfying her so that she will satisfy him. It was his desire. He has children, etc., etc. And the time came, he's about to leave the body. It is about to leave the body. Okay. So this story is from Srimad Bhagavatam. You can all read. Tomorrow I'm going to tell the story again. So the time of death came, and because he was a great devotee, he had done a lot of devotional service. Fortunately, one of his youngest son, he named him as Narayana. He named his son as Narayana. Youngest son, no? Usually parents will be attached. This person also was always attached. How much attached means every time for eating, sleeping, sitting, standing, was telling Narayana, come, eat, sleep. Means when he was taking the name of his son, he was calling with lot of love. There is no desire, okay? He was just calling in lot of love, Narayana. So he was on his deathbed, and when he was about to leave the body, he saw the Yamadutas. They have come to take him because he has done so much sinful activities. Yamadutas only will come and take. Okay, so seeing them, he was so scared, and with the pain that he is going to leave his beloved son and go, he took his son's name Narayana. With pain, Narayana, Narayana, he shouted. So with love, he told, with the the feeling of separation, he took the name. As soon as he took the name of Narayana, there were Yamadutas coming, approaching him. Same time, Vishnu Dutas also came. Why? Because if a person takes Lord's name, Narayana, it's a Lord's name, it's a sacred name, without any kind of desires or attachment, with lot of love, then he is purified. He is purified, his papam is gone. So Vishnu Dutas come and stop the Yamadutas from taking him, that is Ajamila, to the hell, to Yamaraja. Okay, there will be conversation happening why they will stop Yamadutas to take him and all. That I'll discuss with you tomorrow. So what will happen? Because the Vishnu Dutas had stopped them, when Ajamila woke up from this condition, he decided what he has done wrong until now, and he left to the holy place, which is the holy place I'll tell you tomorrow. He'll go there and he will do devotion service until he reaches perfection. Once he reaches perfection, what will happen? Now Vishnu Dutas will come with the beautiful the plane. Okay, I will show you the plane also tomorrow. With the beautiful plane, they come. They have the beautiful body, Vishnu Dutas. You cannot understand whether they are God or who. They have such a beautiful body. So they'll come and they'll take Ajamila to the God's place, Vaikunta. Okay, so what do we understand by this? Because of our karma phalas, sometimes we are doing good things, sometimes unknowingly or knowingly we might do wrong things. But just taking Lord's name, we are always protected. That is the power of taking Lord's name. So as I said already, in today's chapter, the last shloka, Krishna will tell, whoever is in the path of devotional service, even at the time of death, if they are in the same path, they will surely reach me. So tomorrow Arjuna is going to question those things, and Krishna is going to tell what will happen if you remember Krishna at the time of death. So what did Ajamila do at the time of death? He remembered Narayana. He took the name of Narayana. Narayana is the name of the Lord. Even though it was the name of the son, he took it with love. So that's enough. Unknowingly only if you take God's name, you're protected like this. Just imagine if you take the Lord's name with love, dedication, and with full of consciousness, how much you will be benefited. Okay, that is what I said yesterday. When you're chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, only thing is required is love. So today we chanted for 10 minutes, that is 108 rounds. Please practice yourself and you can see changes in your character, the changes in your consciousness, how cool, how happy, how relaxed you will be. You can experience yourself just 10 minutes every day. Nothing else. Sit anywhere. Even if you're not taken bath also, no problem. Wherever you are, however you are, sit and chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra just for 10 minutes. Okay, so that is the beauty of taking Lord's name. Prasiddha Prabhu, is it okay?
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, I will tell it again tomorrow, Prabhuji, because it is a related story. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay. Subhashis Das Prabhuji, I'm suffering because of one family member. Then what to do? Will Krishna punish her for her mistakes? 100% Prabhuji. It's not that you need to curse them. You need to expect something bad to happen to them. Don't do it. It's not our duty. Whatever a person does an activity, if he is doing for his self-satisfaction, for his desire, for sure he is going to get the result of it. Okay? And he only should pay for it. There is no sharing of Papa Punya to your family members, to your friends. You do something wrong, you are going to pay. You do something good, you are going to pay. For example, if you drink poison, you will die. Your friend will not die, your family member will not die, right? And if you study well, you can write the exam well. If you have the knowledge, you can put it out, right? If you read, it is not that your friend or your family can write the exam. Understood? Similar way, if someone is doing something wrong, any activity, for example, they're troubling you, even though you are right and they are wrong, don't worry, Prabhuji. Because of their activity, for sure they're going to that respective result and they are going to pay for it. So you need not worry about it. This is the rule. And Krishna today, he said in Bhagavad Gita, I recited the shloka and translation also, right? So they are going to pay for it. So you need not worry. Please make sure you are not in that wrong path. Okay? Protect yourself. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Okay, Kiran Prabhu, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So I finished with almost all the questions. I hope I'm not skipped anything. So tomorrow we are going for the chapter number 3. I know chapter number 2 is very difficult. Suddenly we came to know that we are the soul, not the body. Then all the activity we should do for Krishna, Sankhya Yoga, it seems, Buddhi Yoga, it seems. So don't worry. Our very dear friend Arjuna is there, no? On behalf of us, he is going to question Krishna, everything what he has said in chapter number 2. Why? Because he wants to decide, what is right. So he is going to question Krishna, and Krishna is going to elaborate even further and explain us everything so that we can follow. So from tomorrow, whatever the chapters are there, it's all what Krishna said in 2nd chapter for us to understand even better. So please don't think that chapter 2, Mataji, we should give up our desires. What is this, Mataji? How can I believe? No, this is not for us. When I get old, I'll come, Mataji. Now, no, I have so much of desire. Don't think like that at all. Okay, please hold on. Further chapters will tell you what are the desires, which desires you should have, which desires you should not have, etc., etc. After that, you decide whatever you want. Why? Because after telling the entire Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Krishna tells Arjuna, I've said you everything. Arjuna, I've said you everything. Do whatever is right. You choose whatever you want is right and you do it. And Krishna only is giving chance for Arjuna to choose whatever. Who am I to tell you to do this or that? Right? But your duty is, and my humble request is, kindly attend all this 18 chapters. Then you decide what to do. Okay, don't come to the conclusion only by the chapter number 2, thinking that I should give up all the desires, I should do duty for Krishna, I should not do anything for my satisfaction, etc., etc., etc. Okay, please wait till chapter number 18. So saying that, I'm ending the class today. We all will meet for tomorrow's class, that is chapter number 3, a beautiful chapter again, which will give us insight about our karma, what is our duty. Okay, Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vaya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna arpanamastu. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, I'm ending.